We ask the terms questions. We get rid of the fears because what's the worst that can happen? And nobody dies, nothing bad happens. And I want to instill that in you because what happens for us is as we begin to create these fears in our life, what we focus on, Marshall told us, expands. And what we believe to occur tends to what we believe will occur tends to happen. And so when you believe that you are a successful real estate investor who buys lots of houses, guess what tends to occur? You tend to become a successful real estate investor that buys lots of houses. So what do? We find the sellers, we pre-screen them, and then we get them on the phone and we start asking questions. So the first thing we do is we ask them if we agree on everything else, what's the least you'll take on price? Right? First question. This is the closing call 101. We agree on everything else. What's the least you'll take on price? We go down through. They tell us an answer. Then I move to the next question. If there's an underlying mortgage, my next question is phrased this way. Awesome. And I'll cover your underlying mortgage until I pay you off in full. And if there is no underlying mortgage, my question is asked this way. What's the least amount you can accept per month until I pay you off in full? Then, the last question. Usually we buy with nothing down, okay? And if they say they need something down, then I want to find the root. Again, it goes back to asking questions. I want to find the root of what it is that, no, I need 20%. Usually if they say 20%, it's something the realtor one time said that they needed to get down, and that's where it's coming from. So I say, got it. Let me ask you this, John. Do you need the 20%? If it's a big house especially, let's say a $400,000 house, it's $80,000. I'll say, oof, $80,000, John. Let me ask you this. Do you need the $80,000 for something specific? Or are you just wanting to make sure that you're protected? Address the elephant in the room. Well, I need $80,000 to pay X. Okay, now we take the conversation a different direction. No, I just want to make sure that you don't not pay and leave. Got it. Well, first off, that definitely won't happen. I wouldn't be writing a check for all the closing costs and paying the monthly payments and the maintenance, repairs, taxes, and insurance to leave it. And secondly, I close with a real estate attorney, so you're protected and so am I. So God forbid I died in a plane crash, which I have an amazing team, so I suspect you'd still be okay. But if God forbid I died in a plane crash, you'd get the house back. So is there any other concerns on that? Well, no. Okay, now we just took care of the challenge. Yes, there is. Okay, what's the next concern? So immediately address it. Another thing I want to show you with the mindset is how you frame every single call.